I don't know about you guys. I'm thirsty.
Oh, I'm very thirsty.
Hey, speaking of bubblies, last week you were talking, you said, you can go and crack them.
Oh.
You said, we're not sponsored by Bubbly. So I fixed that.
Oh, we got an Off The Cut Koozie for the bubbly to go in?
It'll be available on the Patreon for anybody to download and print themselves.
That is very cool.
Is it
I gotta go get some yellow filament and some black filament so that I can maybe I'll do it with some do some fun colors. It doesn't have to be the podcast colors.
No.
And there's a dust lid
Oh,
for when you're in the shop.
Oh.
It comes in 3 different sizes. You got skinny can and you got tall can.
Golly,
very
you're telling me
covered.
this is going to be on our Patreon page?
It's on the Patreon page, available to all Patreon members.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
I miss the days when cans used to just come in one size. Now there's too many different can sizes.
Yeah.
You got the skinny can, you got the tall can, you got the mid can, and then sometimes even the mid cans, I've noticed that sometimes the medium-sized cans are, I don't know what it is. I was going to give you milliliters, but I don't know what it is in ounces.
355, 12-ounce can, standard.
Is it? I think there's another annoying size that's slightly smaller.
There's the smaller, 10-ounce can. That's
Yeah,
the
maybe that's
single
what I'm
serving.
thinking of. Yeah.
Is that just for sodas? I don't see that in...
I've seen it in sodas and energy drinks occasionally, smaller ones, more
I
concentrated.
feel like in the 2000s, when everybody figured out that soda was bad for you, we got away from these giant sodas and they started getting smaller and smaller. And it's I guess it's healthier because it's less sugar, but it's also just worse value. Like the cans got smaller, but the price stayed the same.
Well, those little cans are more expensive than the full-size cans.
That's ridiculous. You're right. That is true. And it's ridiculous and it pisses me off. So no.
Do you think that the amount of aluminum they need for a smaller can is linearly proportional to that of a larger can?
No. I think there's economies of scale. I think the bigger the can gets,
The cheaper it's to make.
the cheaper, the less aluminum you need for,
I don't know, structure and everything.
Yeah,
this is a calculus problem. If I'm not
think
mistaken.
about like a very thin, skinny can.
Yeah.
You would have very little liquid could be in it, but I don't think you would actually save that much aluminum.
Now, I've done some measuring on these in building this yesterday, and the top part where the ring on the top is the same size on the tall cans, the skinny cans, the regular cans, and the small cans.
Interesting.
It's just the exterior diameter.
The
right?
exterior diameter changes and adjusts in height.
The aluminum can is a marvel of engineering.
It really is.
It's just one solid piece except for the top, right?
Yep.
And
it gets crimped on.
Yeah, and it's barely, how thick do you think the walls of an aluminum can are?
They got to be less than half of a millimeter.
Yeah, and you can stand on a can.
As long as it isn't open, yeah.
Yeah, as long as it isn't open or it doesn't have a dent in the side of it, and it'll fully support your weight. It's crazy.
So instead of revisiting my college days doing calculus, which I have no ambition of ever doing that again.
AI.
I asked AI. A standard 12-ounce beer can and a 12-ounce White Claw can, like a Red Bull or White Claw can, are made from nearly the exact same amount of aluminum.
Okay.
What about the shorter 12-ounce ones? Or 10-ounce or whatever?
Yeah, I need to know if it's proportional to the total volume, though. So ask it if a 12-ounce can uses half as much aluminum as a 24-ounce can.
Proportional.
If such a thing. I don't know if a 24-ounce can exists, but